goes on, everybody? Walking Dead here, back again with another video for you guys. This is season 1, episode 1 of the Great Batman series titled Batman Begins. Thank you all so much for the love and support. I really do appreciate it. And this is, just to be clear, this series won't take away from my Walking Dead stuff. It won't take away from any of my Walking Dead content. Like, it won't take away from that. Please keep that in mind. But yeah, let's get into this episode now, shall we? The episode begins with a younger Bruce Wayne with his parents exiting the movie theater and going into Crime Alley. Bruce's mom, Martha Wayne, is like, "You okay, sweetie?" Bruce is like, "Yeah, I'm fine, Ma." As they continue walking, a mysterious man comes out from the shadows and he's like, "Give me your wallet now. Your cash, your jewels, everything. Give me your wallet." Bruce's dad, Thomas Wayne, says, "Sure, just give me a second." This mysterious man says, "Just hand it over. Hand it over!" Bruce is like, "Mommy?" Martha is like, "It's okay, sweetie. Just hang on and just stay calm." Thomas Wayne says, "Hey, easy there, sir. We're trying to cooperate, okay?" Thomas Wayne then gives the robber the jewels, and then that's when Thomas Wayne punches him in the face. But then this guy just gets up and shoots Thomas Wayne, killing him, shooting him in the heart as mad blood is gushing out. Thomas Wayne is being dead. Bruce Wayne's mom, Martha, screams, "No, Thomas," as Martha just grabs her purse and just smacks it on the guy's head. And then this is where she just gets really upset and scratches this man's face. The robber shoots Martha Wayne in the leg as she is screaming. But before this robber can do anything, he looks straight at Bruce in the eyes, and he just says, "You see that, kid? That's what happens when you go on trying to be a hero." This younger Bruce notices that this man has this Batman-like costume, but only this time it's way darker, and you just see the colors of black, red, and gold. As the flashback ends, the alarm starts tripping, and then that's when Bruce wakes up, and that's where we see the present day setting of Bruce waking up from his bed, and you notice he is way older. The Bruce Wayne of this Earth has officially been Batman for 7 years. Alfred comes in his room and he is like, "Sir, are you okay?" Bruce says, "Yeah, I'm fine. Is my mom home?" Alfred says, "Yeah. Miss Wayne is here home in the kitchen. But you should turn on the news." Bruce says, "What is it?" Alfred says, "It's better that I think it's best if you just see it for yourself, sir." Bruce says, "Okay," as he grabs his remote and turns on the TV. Him and Alfred are watching the news, and Jack Ryder is in the background. He's saying there are several confirmed reports that the Joker, aka Arthur Silas Fleck, has been found dead this Tuesday. Police officers have come on the scene, and they entered the room with what appears to be blood all over the room. No known suspects are known of, but if anyone has any information in regards to this murder or in regards to his case, please contact Commissioner James Gordon of the GCPD immediately. And in other news, as Bruce turns off the TV, Bruce is like, we gotta check this out. We can't just ignore this. Alfred says agreed, but before they can do anything, they go downstairs for dinner as Martha is cooking up food for both of them. Martha's like, you're gonna go back out there again, aren't you? As Batman. Bruce is like, yeah, absolutely. I have to. Did you see that news about the Joker? Martha says, yeah, that madman? Looks like he finally got what was coming to him. You gonna go investigate it? Bruce says, I have to. I have to. Martha then says, well, I don't want to be the one to stop you. But if you feel like it's best, I won't stand in your way. Now hurry up and eat up. Because your job is calling you. Bruce then says, well, it calls on me every single night. The next shot is Alfred and Bruce entering the Batcave, and then that's where we get this crazy, awesome shot of Bruce Wayne suiting up as the Batman. Bruce, just before Bruce gets in the Batmobile, Alfred is like, sir, please be careful. Bruce puts on a cowl and he says in a very Batman way, don't worry, Alfred. I'm always careful. He gets in the Batmobile and drives away. Batman arrives on the scene and he is just entering the room. Commissioner Gordon tells Batman that this wasn't just a random murder. This looked personal. Commissioner Gordon asks Batman, who do you think could have done this? Batman says, I have no idea, but I do intend to find out. Batman asks Jim and other officers to leave the room for a second. Jim says, sure, as Jim gives the order for all the other police officers to leave the room. Batman turns on his comms and he's like, Alfred's like, sir, I'm at the crime scene now. The news wasn't lying. There is a lot of blood. And his corpse is on the floor. I will need to use a deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for clues. Who knows? Maybe even to the killer himself. Alfred says, right you are, sir. Batman examines the Joker's body as he constructs the whole thing in a VR style, like constructing what could have happened. Batman says traces of laughing gas and a struggle. He tried to fight back. These bloodstains over here are a perfect match for the Joker. The question is, who's here? Footprints. The Joker's killer was fast, equipped. Traces of a bloody sword matches the blood on the wall. But why was it on the kitchen? Traces of a barge entry. Whoever kicked down his door must have been the killer. But why? As if the killer wanted to kill the Joker. Or as if the Joker wanted this person to kill him. But the question remains, why? Who kicked down this door? Why would the Joker and this mysterious person here? So many questions. But something doesn't add up. I got a body. A bloody sword on the kitchen floor. 2 traces of blood on the walls. A broken door. Laughing gas. And a newspaper? These fingerprints are a perfect match for the Joker. Which only means I have a full set of prints Maybe these can help identify what really happened. Jim comes back in the room and he's like, do you know what happened? Batman says, I think I know. Reconstructing everything here on my couch now. The Joker was sitting here on this table reading a newspaper. Before he can turn the next page, someone kicked down the door. Joker got up from his chair. Here. They started arguing. Having this big conversation or argument of some kind. The Joker, out of pure anger, fired a small dose of his laughing gas. But it didn't work. The killer got angry. Hell, pissed. He grabbed the Joker and threw him against that wall right there. The Joker tried to get up to defend himself, so he grabbed a knife and sliced the killer's hand. The killer didn't like that, so he grabbed his sword and began to stabbing him multiple times in the stomach before he grabbed his body again, throwing his body against the wall as mad blood is coming out. He then began to beat him with his own crowbar. And then that's where he punched him in the face. He grabbed the sword and threw it on the kitchen floor. He then finished him off by grabbing his own knife and slitting his own throat, throwing his body on the floor here. The killer left behind these set of footprints, but they end to that window. But the question is, why? Why kill the Joker? Commissioner Gordon then says, you think an assassin did this? Hard to say. These set of footprints here don't match any of the assassins from the League of Shadows. It's not anyone from Talia or Rashid's elite guard. So the question is, who did this? I'll take these clues back to the Batcave. I'm going to analyze them further. Commissioner Gordon says, sounds good, but in the meantime, what do you want to do with the Joker's body? Batman says, we burn it. As the Joker's body is getting burned, we have the shot of Batman, Commissioner Gordon, Harvey Bullock, and Harley watching the body getting burned. Harley Quinn says good fucking riddance, as she is no longer the Joker's puppet. She is now a reformed person and a hero of Gotham City. Harvey Bullock says agreed. Commissioner Gordon says, at least this crazy lunatic of a clown got what was coming to him. Batman just, in a Batman way, doesn't say anything, as the body is completely ash. Batman then gets a calm call from Alfred, and Alfred says, sir, there's been a robbery at the Bank of Kingston. The known associates appear to be thugs of Two-Face. It appears that Mr. Deadham must have replaced his coin. Whatever his reasoning must be, he needs to be stopped. Batman says, good work, Alfred. Batman then tells Commissioner Gordon and Harvey Bullock and Harley what's going on. That's when Batman's like, Harley, I need your assistance. Harley says, sure thing, Bats. Anything. Commissioner Gordon's like, what's going on? Batman tells Commissioner Gordon that Two-Face has robbed a bank, and it is the Bank of Kingston. Commissioner Gordon gathers up a team to head over there. Batman just gets in his Batmobile and drives away. Harley Quinn just gets on her motorcycle and just drives away as well, as Batman and Harley are racing to the bank. The next shot is the Penguin handing over guns to Two-Face and his men. Two-Face smiles and he says, well, look who decided to finally come to help. Only this time, it is you doing things Like, giving guns to me now, Cobblepot. Only this time, I'm not in prison. These guns are gonna destroy Batman and everything he ever worked for. Heads or tails, Cobblepot. The coin says you live. You're lucky. Consider yourself lucky from now on, Oswald. Penguin says, yeah. Go do what you gotta do. I got my own plans going on. Batman gets to the bank. He opens the vent and he just gets in the vent, Batman style, and he is just looking at these thugs and he notices there's a total of 9 thugs in this bank. Batman does a silent takedown on one of them and knocks them out. Harley, being Harley, just blows up the door, but that's what alerts all the thugs' his attention, and the thugs like, holy shit, do you think Batman's here? This other thug says, well, if he is, blow his head off. They get to the burned down door. Harley sneakily throws some laughing gas, and you see like 3 of the thugs laughing, and these thugs are like, holy shit, it's Harley Quinn. We gotta be careful now. The other thug says, what? Careful? She hits harder than a fucking bat. Excuse my French, but still, look at this. Batman then throws a smoke bomb, and he is just knocking out mad thugs. Harley Quinn grabs her baseball bat and knocks out one of the thugs, as well as Batman and Harley Quinn are working together side by side, taking down all of these thugs together as a team. One of the thugs is screaming, no, please, as Harley just grabs her baseball bat and knocks out this thug, knocking him out silently, as this thug is shaking with the gun in his hand, and he says, Quinn, if you come near me, I'll kill you. Thug turns around. Batman is right there, and he just grabs the gun and throws it on the ground, and he just grabs the thug, and he's like, where's Two-Face? What, you think I know? Lie to me again and I'll crush your lyrics. Which one is it gonna be? This thug's like, then Harley Quinn is like, I would listen to him if I were you. Sometimes he isn't really in such a good mood. It's either you tell him now, or I grab this baseball bat and I blow your head. Which it's gonna be. Alright, I'll tell you. Him and his men are on a street. Batman then says, what street? You know, the latest street in Gotham everyone's been talking about recently. Cobblepot W Avenue. He's heading there, saying something that, he has something big planned. He also said something that, it could get your attention. I swear, that's all I know. Batman then says, oh, I believe you. And he just knocks out this thug, as this thug is knocked out. Batman looks at Harley, is like, what the hell was that? Harley Quinn chokes and says, what, I just can't have some fun? Batman says, come on, we gotta go stop Two-Face. The next shot is Two-Face on the street, and he is talking to all of his thugs, and he is like, gentlemen, welcome, all of you. Today is the day. Or sorry, tonight is the night Batman fails. And we, as people, are going to work together to do that. The coin says, if Batman dies, he dies. If the coin says we win, then we win. The Batman falls. The Batman loses tonight. As the next shot is panning out where Two-Face is at the Bank of Gotham. The next shot is Two-Face talking with these rogue police officers. This rogue police officer reveals himself, and it is revealed to be Officer Brandon. Officer Brandon says, "Here is the passwords and codes for the Bank of Gotham you requested." Two-Face says, "Good, because next time there is no going back. Do you understand?" Brandon says, "Yeah." Two-Face is like, "Oh, come on. Let's think about this. This is a nice bank after all." "Nice bank? No. They need fear. They need to know what it's like to be abandoned, to be afraid, to be forgotten." As Batman is driving the Batmobile, he tells Alfred that Two-Face is heading to a street. Batman tells Alfred that the street is Cobblepot W Ave. Alfred then tells Batman, "Is he a little too predictable, sir? What is he planning?" Batman says, "I don't know, Alfred, but I do plan to find out." The next shot is these rogue police officers shooting at the Batmobile. Batman's confused by this, and he just turns the car all around as Matt Smoke is coming, which is because Batman does sound really smart. He's turning the car around multiple times so Matt Smoke can come out, blinding the rogue police officers. Harley Quinn then jumps off from her motorcycle and just knocks out two of these rogue police officers. She then grabs the hat and puts it on as she's happy of what she just did, and she's like, "Well, bad time for you, coppers." As Batman is still driving, Two-Face turns around. He starts firing his weapon at the Batmobile, and then that's where he grabs his missile launcher and shoots at the Batmobile. Batman comes out of the Batmobile flying, and he just grabs Two-Face by the neck, and he is like, "Harvey Dent." And then that's where Two-Face says, "Tails you lose, Batman." As Two-Face reaches to his pocket, grabs a detonator, and he just pulls the detonator, turning the handle as the Bank of Gotham blows up right in front of Batman. Out of nowhere, this police officer hits him on the head and is revealed to be Officer Brandon. All these rogue police officers are like, you 7 years ago, you beated us to a pulp, all because you were playing vigilante. No. Tonight's the night you failed. And you just proved that." Two-Face is kind of like, "Save your breath. He is ours." As Two-Face kicks Batman in the face. Two-Face is like, you get to keep your head or tails and die. You can't argue with the coin, Batman. Tonight's the night you just failed, and everyone in Gotham is gonna know their savior did nothing. Batman then says, "What have you done?" And as the Bank of Gotham is burning, and Batman's like, "How many lives did you just take?" Two-Face says, 2. Well, not really 2, but I would say 10. Batman gets furious, and he just head bops one of the rogue officers, and he just punches Two-Face in the face, and he just knocks out Officer Blendon and knocks out all of the thugs in on the street. Alfred's then like, "Sir, you okay? Your vitals are spiking." Batman begins to calm down, but then that's when he notices Two-Face just got away. The next shot's back at Wayne Manor. There are some people in Gotham City writing articles about Batman saying Batman failed Gotham. Bruce is devastated knowing that 10 people just lost their lives all because he was too late. He just gets a reminder of how much he was too late to save Jason. Martha then comes in the room and is like, "Bruce, are you okay?" Bruce says, "No. I just need to be alone." Martha is then like, "Your dad wasn't perfect. I wasn't perfect." Bruce is like, "What are you talking about?" Martha's then like, "I cheated on your dad once. Before you were born. Looking back at it now, it was just a stupid, and I mean a stupid mistake. And I still regret it to this day. But sometimes, the mistakes we make are not just to bring us down. No, they are meant to make us stronger. And stronger than ever." Martha then gives Bruce this letter. And Martha then says, "Your dad, before he died, told me to give you this letter in case if something bad happened to him. I think it's time you read it now, in the hopes of it giving you some closure." Bruce says thanks. As Bruce is in the Batcave, he's reading the letter as he's looking at the words, and he just begins to cry. The letter says,
"The last will and testament of the deceased, Thomas Wayne. In the event of my death, I hereby declare that all my worldly possessions pass to my son, Bruce Wayne. Bruce, I ask that you honor the Wayne family legacy and commit yourself to the improvement of Gotham City, its institutions, and its citizens. Please, be strong. You are young, but destined for great things. Make the most of your opportunities. Use them to give back to a city that has given us so much, to change the lives of millions of people. Do not be frivolous with this wealth. Please do not waste it all on fast cars, and outrageous clothes, and the pursuit of a destructive lifestyle. Invest in Gotham. Treat its people like family. Watch over them and use this money to safeguard them from forces beyond their control. My deepest regret is I will not see you grow into the good man I know you will become. And finally, my son, I ask that you never abandon this city to fate. We have lived through dark days, and no doubt there are more to come. But it is the good and brave men who stand up for Gotham when others turn and run. In death, I will love you forever. Your father, Thomas.
Batman is in his car, and he gets a message from Commissioner Gordon saying Two-Face is leading an assault on the GCPD. Batman says, "I'm on my way." Mad thugs are shooting up in the GCPD. Two-Face says, "Tells you lose, Commissioner. But on the good side is, you get a day off." Batman arrives on the scene. Harley is there too, and Harley's like, "Listen, what happened back there was not your fault. It was tense." Batman says, "Thanks, I really appreciate that." Harley Quinn then says, "Shall we?" Batman says, "Yeah." Let's do this. Batman enters the building and knocks out multiple thugs. Harley Quinn grabs her baseball bat and knocks out 4 thugs of Two-Face. Batman with his not Batman, but Two-Face with his missile launcher shoots at Harley, but Harley dodges the attack. So this Batman Harvey is like, "You have failed this city." Yes, the great Batman has failed. Batman then says the only one that has failed here is you, Harvey. Not if I bomb the GCPD first. And then the entire city. Harley Quinn and Batman team up and they single-handedly take down Two-Face. Batman grabs Two-Face and Batman's like, "The guns. Who gave them to you?" Two-Face says Penguin. But the one who sold Penguin those guns is a mystery he will soon find out. Batman. As Batman knocks out Two-Face, stopping him from blowing up the GCPD in Gotham. Commissioner Gordon and all the other officers clap to Batman and Harley Quinn, calling them the heroes of Gotham. As Commissioner Gordon is like on the rooftop and he's about to say thank you to Batman, Batman just disappears. Back at Gotham City, Bruce Wayne is leaving the building. He only went there to cash a check, but he's leaving the building. As he looks up to the sky, he notices that the lightning in the sky is red, and he's like questioning, why is the thunder like that? And out of nowhere, this mysterious character grabs Bruce by the neck, and he is just hitting him on buildings, and he just grabs his knife or dagger or whatever and slices Bruce's stomach, and he just grabs him by the mouth and punches him in the face. He then grabs him by the leg and throws him to a building as mad glass is coming out. This mysterious character grabs Bruce by the neck as he is flying him to space, and this mysterious character says, "You have no one. No one. Not even your friend Fox. No one. No one at all, Brucey boy. You are just another rich kid with nothing but money. Nothing but money. You are weak, Batman. You are nothing but weak and useless. And you will die by my hand really soon." This mysterious character froze Bruce Wayne as he is falling down to Earth, and he is just falling and falling and falling. He falls on his taxi as mad blood is coming out from his body and from his mouth. This mysterious character comes out of nowhere and screams, "Call 911 now." As this character has the phone in her hand, trying to call an ambulance, it's revealed that this person that is calling the ambulance is Alina Luthor. And boom, that is the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for season 1, episode 2 coming hopefully pretty soon. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more if you want to see more from this series. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. As always, peace out.